Hey guys, it's Total Instinct, and today I'm going over 6 AFK money making methods that have low requirements and can profit you some decent money in 2020.
Hello, I like money.
Although these methods have been consistent for years, I do want to put a disclaimer in here that you should check GE Tracker to see the exact profit you would be getting. Anyways, let's get into this. So for each method, we will cover the GP per hour, XP per hour, and how AFK the method is. Feel free to skip to whatever method with the timestamps in the description. Anyways, let's get into the first method.
Method 1.
So we're going to be making Ultracompost by combining 2 pieces of volcanic ash with Supercompost. This is the only method that is going to have absolutely no requirements, so you could literally do this as the biggest noob ever. You can expect an inventory to take about 35 seconds, meaning you can complete about 102 inventories in an hour. In general, you're going to spend about 1.6 mil for supplies in the hour, however, you'll profit about 275k every hour. This is the only method on the list that doesn't train a skill, so I won't be going over any XP rates here. The main weaknesses of this method is that you don't receive any XP, it's kind of expensive to start, and you only get 30 seconds of AFK, which isn't amazing. The positive is that it's great profit for having absolutely no requirements. Now with the first method out of the way, let's get into the next one.
Method 2.
So for this method, we're going to be smithing bronze and iron dart tips. All you'll need is bronze or iron bars and a hammer, and I'd recommend being in Varrock as there's an anvil right next to a bank. The only requirement is that you need to complete the tourist trap quest, which isn't bad at all. Each inventory takes about 1 minute and 30 seconds, so you'll get through about 1,080 bars in the hour, which is around 40 inventories in an hour. This will cost you a total of 240k for the bronze bars and 205k for the iron bars. We're looking at the profit off bronze bars, you can make 166k profit per hour, while off iron bars you make 152k profit per hour at this time. Looking at the XP rates, bronze bars give you 13.5k XP an hour, while iron bars give you 27k XP per hour. The main weakness with this method is that it's not an instant sell in the GE, so you'll typically have to wait about an hour until all your dart tips get sold. However, on the positive side, it has great XP for low smithing levels, pretty okay profit, and it's really AFK considering you could be away from your keyboard for a whole minute and a half. And that's a wrap for iron dart tips, so let's move on.
Method 3.
This next method most of you are probably familiar with, as we're going to be smithing steel bars into cannonballs with an ammo mold at Edgeville. The only requirements are 35 smithing and the completion of the dwarf cannon quest. Inventory times typically take 3 minutes to finish, so you can expect to do 20 inventories in an hour, which is 540 steel bars, costing you a total of 250k in supplies for the hour. The profit, however, is 125k an hour, and you can expect to gain 13.8k XP in an hour. So the main weakness is that it's not great XP for 35 smithing, although on the positive side it's once again good GP per hour and it's super AFK, making it a pretty good method for watching movies and stuff like that. Anyways, let's move on.
Method 4.
So next we're going to be cooking. This is pretty self-explanatory as we're just going to be cooking raw food to resell in the Grand Exchange. In general, there aren't really any requirements for cooking considering you can start profiting right at level 1. However, for this video I'm going to be cooking potatoes, which requires at least 7 cooking, but I'd recommend at least 41 to avoid burning any potatoes, allowing you to maximize your profit per hour. If you want to try cooking something else, I'll link this page in the description, which breaks down the total profit for every type of item you can cook at each level. Anyways, for baking potatoes, we want to be in Catherby because Catherby has one of the closest ranges to a bank and potatoes have to be cooked on a range. Inventory times take about 1.5 minutes, so you can expect about 40 inventories in an hour, which would use 1,120 potatoes. This would cost you 90k in the hour, however you would profit 125k in the hour. The XP per hour is about 16.8k. For this method, the only thing I would really consider a weakness is that you don't get a ton of cooking XP, but on the positive side, we get decent GP per hour, it's relatively AFK, and really scalable as you'll be able to cook more profitable things in the later levels. Overall, if you're looking for a long-term AFK method, I would definitely go with cooking. Okay, so now let's get into the next method.
Method 5.
So next we're going to be fletching longbows, and all you'll need is a knife and some logs. The requirements really depend on which log you want to fletch, however I wouldn't recommend fletching any longbows below willows. So the requirements would be 40 fletching for willows, 55 for maples, 70 for yews, and 85 for magic. Now these might seem kind of high, but trust me, fletching levels up quick. And before starting, I recommend going to GE Tracker and finding the money making drop down menu and clicking on fletching bows. This will give you the margin of each log you can fletch, so you can see which one is the most profitable at the time you're watching this video, which in my case is yew logs. Anyways, when fletching longbows, it takes about 55 seconds to complete an inventory, meaning you can do about 65 inventories per hour, fletching a total of 1,755 logs. And depending on which log you choose to do this method with, it can cost you between 12.2k to 1.9 mil. For the profit, I'm only going to be showing the yew logs profit because it's the only one I really tested, and it's the best one at this time. I will, however, display all the XPs per hour right here on the screen. Overall, this method is a little less AFK than some of the previous ones we've gone over. However, you get great XP and profit, so it's definitely worthwhile to try. And now, let's get into our final method.
Method 7.
So finally, we're going to be spinning flax into bowstring on the second floor of the Lumbridge Castle. This is an easy method requiring only 10 crafting to do. Inventory times take 50 seconds and then an additional 20 seconds to bank because you have to run up and down the castle. With this being said, you can complete 50 inventories in the hour or 1,400 flax. In total, your cost will come out to 5.7k in the hour, while your profit will be 135k in the hour. The XP per hour is about 21k. And finally, the main weakness of this method is that you have to run up and down the stairs to bank, which can be annoying. On the positive side, you get great crafting XP for low levels, and you get great and consistent GP per hour. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you and really hope this has helped. If you've enjoyed the video, consider clicking the like and subscribe button as they'll really help out my channel. Also, I will be doing a giveaway for this video, but first I should mention that everyone who entered last week's giveaway for the dragon crossbow didn't respond to me and weren't online more than like once, so I wasn't able to give away the crossbow. So if you're watching this video, please check your in-game messages or just be online more so I can give you the actual giveaway. If I don't get anybody to take this crossbow by next video, I'll just give it away then. Anyways, this time I want to do a giveaway for a toxic blowpipe. This giveaway will be a little different from last week's though, in the sense that I will give away the blowpipe once we reach 50 subscribers. To enter, you just have to leave your old school in-game name in the comments, and once we reach 50 subs, I'll pick someone at random. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope the video was helpful. I will catch you guys later.